how to be successful. How can I be successful? And what do I need to do to be successful? And all of you are here because that's the key question that you're asking yourself. How can I be successful? I'm sure all of us want to be successful. Actually, let's do this. How many people want to be successful? Just raise your hand. Oh, now the hands go up. You know? Okay, put them down. How many people do not want to be successful? 20. So all of us want to be successful. But let's first deal with some issues. Okay? We want to be successful. But unfortunately, we have been cheated a lot. And we think that, we can get a nap. Who understands what I'm saying? Let's get a nap to solve a problem. Yeah? You work up a single and then you will be successful. Yeah? That's all you get, some quick solution, secret, that you are going to be told during this week about a secret of being successful. You understand? Yeah. There isn't one secret. Do this. Like take these pills, every morning, eat 1 egg, and the rest of your life will be okay. Every morning, run 3 kilometers. Oh, by the way, I was told that you actually run every morning. Have you been doing that? Yes. Who did not run this morning? I didn't run. Now, I don't know, how far do you run? How far? How many kilometers? Or how many minutes? How many minutes? 10 minutes? 1 hour. How much? 5:30 to what? 1 hour. So you actually start running at 5:30. So you get up at 5:30. I need somebody to grab a microphone. Okay. We have to have a conversation later. So what happens? Let me understand what happens.
At 5:25, we are supposed to get out of the dog prepare, and we went to the ground for the morning drill. And after that, we go like 45 to 50 minutes.
45 to 50 minutes?
Yeah.
Every day?
Yeah, every morning.
Every morning?
Yeah.
Okay. How many kilometers is that? Does anybody know? How many kilometers? How many kilometers? We know? Okay. Anyway, I have somebody who is like my mentor, my coach. And you know what he has been telling me to do? Every day, 10 kilometers. Every day, 10 kilometers. Now, I have started. Some days I don't really do all 10, but I really push myself. Today I haven't done anything. Yeah. Yesterday I did 10. The day before I did 10. Now, it's true I don't always go and run out there. At times I do it on the treadmill or whatever. But it is something that I need to do. Now, it doesn't mean that tomorrow I'll go and run the Olympics. You understand? Just like yourself. But it is taking me somewhere. There's a reason that you run every morning. And it isn't that tomorrow you'll be the fastest runner. You'll be running with Faith Kipyegon and Eliud Kipchoge, not it. Yeah. So, let's go back to the point. The point I was making is that there isn't any direct, simple solution to being successful. It is something you do every single day. Yeah? And you cannot copy other people. okay, so-and-so is successful, and therefore I'll just do what he or she has done. That doesn't work. Why? Because everyone is different. You see, this is the beauty about God and creation. You are very different from me. You are unique. There cannot be two of you or two of me. You understand? We understand each other. You are unique. You are creation of God. You are a diamond, better than a diamond. So you have that uniqueness that you have is really what will lead you to be successful. So don't try and just copy somebody else. Yeah? Don't copy somebody else. Everyone is different. Everyone has unique strengths. But you need to discover them. And that's why you're here today. You need to discover them. And with time, you'll begin to discover them a lot. Think of somebody like who? We just now talked about Faith Kipyegon, right? Who? Everybody knows who Faith Kipyegon is? This young lady who has who broke 3 world records in I think it was a month or 6 weeks. She won also a gold medal when yesterday or the day before. Yeah, in the 1,500 meters in Budapest, the World Championships. You know, she was no different from me. At one point, she was just like you and me. But then she discovered her strength, and look, world record holder. No one in the world is better than her. No one in that space. Well, the same thing with Eli and others. I'll ask a question now. You know, we all talk about languages, right? How many languages do you know? How many? 3. Okay, let's start. Everybody who knows 3 languages or more, no, let's do it the other way. Anybody who knows less than 3 languages, asimame. 1 or 2. Most of us know 3, right? English, Swahili, and your mother tongue, Sindio. Most of us, actually, in this room has at least 3. Okay, now let's start. So if I say 3 or more, all of us would stand up. Sindio. Okay, so let's say 3 or more. Let's all stand up. 3 or more. Okay, so all of us are in that group. Sindio. Okay, 4 or more. Wasimame wale wengine waketi. Wait a second. 4 or more. So we have 4 or more. Those are only 3 waketi. So we have a few that know another language. Because we have another language. Okay, so 4. Okay, now 5 or more. 5. Now you need to count for sure. You need to count in your mind. You know 5 languages or more. You know 5 languages. 5 languages. 5 languages. Okay, so we have a few. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 people who know 5 languages or more. Okay, tunaendelea 6 or more. Okay, let's get the 6. What are the 6 languages, my friend? You need to speak up. Language. Which? What? You need to speak. Spanish. What else? English. Swahili. What else? What? Italian, what else? German, what else? You said 6. There's another one. Okay, it's last one. Okay, 6. Okay, let's move this. 7. Father, 7. Which means even 8 hakuna, even 9 hakuna. Okay, why am I asking this? You know, you don't know how many languages you'll ever know in the future. Yeah. But let me ask you a simple question. Your Archbishop, how many languages do you think he knows? 3. He knows 9 languages. Mtaona kesho muulize. 9 languages. And when he started off, he didn't know he'll figure out or he'll learn all these 9 languages. You understand? So my point to you is, don't think that today and now you know everything that you are good at. He's actually very good at languages. He's also very good in many other things. The same with you. Only that you need to know what those things are. You may be very good in languages, and today you only know 3 languages. The example I gave about Faith Kiki, when she started off, she didn't know that she would be a world champion, that she would be a world record, hold 3 world records, the same thing with Eliud Kipchoge, but they worked at it. You see, there's something I like about, before we move on to something else, there's something I like about Eliud Kipchoge. He's a good friend of mine. You all know Eliud Kipchoge, right? A good friend. And he says, he has indicated, in all sorts of conversations when we talk, he's made the point, do not obsess over success. This is important. So we want to be successful, but let's not obsess over success to be successful. What you need to do is to prepare. Prepare relentlessly. Prepare correctly. Obviously, you need discipline for that. To do the right things at the right time. Even to do them even when the mood is not right. Or when the energies are low. If you do that, success will become automatic. So success comes to you, not because you are looking for success, but rather because you prepare for success. Do you understand what I'm getting? So if you want to be successful, number 1, prepare and you'll be successful. Preparation is everything. So now, I want us to go through some things. There's something that, even as we begin here, there's something that I need to tell you right away. Meaning, if you forget everything else, don't forget this. And it really is, I went to Mangu High School. And we had a motto Kimamu, our motto was Jishinde Ushinde. Jishinde Ushinde. And that's really, if you forget everything else, don't forget that. Jishinde Ushinde. If you want to be successful, first succeed in dealing with yourself. If you want to be a leader, first lead yourself. It's all about, first and foremost, about how you deal with yourself. So when you go running in the morning, you know there are maybe 400 of you running together. But actually it is you. You first have to deal with your issues. You know, you don't feel like it's very early. Don't feel like that. But you say, I'm still going to do it. The issue of being in control of yourself is really one about self-discipline. So that's really what we're talking about. If you want to succeed, discipline is most important. And I have talked to Elliot about this, Njoroge. And so I asked him, okay, so how do you become self-disciplined? And he said, three things. First, he calls it vitamin N. Right? Learn to say no. So you need to learn to say no. There are many things that you need to say no to. For instance, when you are running and your body is telling you, stop. Or, you are lazy or getting up. All these things. Learn to say no. Then the other thing is set your priorities. Know what is it that you want to do. What is your desire? What is your objective? And then, the third thing, avoid complaining. How many people complain? Oh, you guys are not that good. I'm sure a lot of you complain. Yeah? Now this, now that. Yeah? It seems like everybody's always complaining about something. The weather is hot, it's now cold, I haven't slept well. Stop complaining. Those three things, learn to say no, set your priorities, and avoid complaining. If you can do that, you are already in the direction of being self-disciplined. And you're in the direction of Ushinde. Are we together on all this? Okay. Now, let's play again. Okay? I want you to paint a picture in your mind. You understand? Paint a picture in your mind. I want you to paint a picture of where you'll be in 10 years from now. You know how old you are, right? Everybody knows their age. Don't know your age, right? Add 10 to that. Yeah. So maybe you are 15, maybe you are 18, maybe you are 20, maybe you are 25. Add 10 to that. So you are 20, add 10, 30. Where will you be in 10 years? You are 30. And I want you to paint that picture. I want you to close your eyes even. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and dream this wild dream of where you'll be in 10 years. No, you're looking at me. I want you to close your eyes. Yeah. No, you close your eyes. It's okay. You close your eyes and paint that picture in your mind about where you'll be in 10 years. What sort of a person will you be? Okay, you can open your eyes now. I don't want to describe that thing to me. But I can imagine as a certain, maybe your university studies, whatever you're doing now, the hustle you are, involved in has grown and you've expanded. Maybe you have finished your masters, bachelors, you have a job in a big firm, maybe you're an accountant. But, my question to you is that your wildest dream? Is that really your wildest dream? I mean, surely, are you selling yourself short? Isn't there sort of a wilder dream beyond that? And that, to me, is the number one problem about being successful. At times, we dream, but we dream kind of kidogo kidogo. You understand? So it's like me saying, okay, look, I'm going to open a shop. Which is what we say. And so in 10 years, I'll have a shop, whatever. But in my mind, the shop I'm thinking of is sort of like at the bus station. You understand? Bus at the stage. You understand? Maybe you can start there, but in 10 years, maybe you should have a sort of a supermarket, a chain of supermarket. Maybe you should be neighbors. Do you have neighbors here? What? Quickmart. Quickmart has how many chains? It has stores all over the country, right? So maybe you're thinking, okay, I'll only have one. Maybe we have somebody who can expand and have Quickmarts all over. Whatever. Understand my issue? Maybe you think that you'll be a good athlete, but are you thinking that you could be Faith Kipyegon with 3 gold medals or 3 world records? You understand my point? My point is at times we are not successful because we are not dreaming our wildest dreams. You have to dream wild. Okay? Don't say that your parents or whoever don't want you to dream big. You have to dream big. Unfortunately, what holds us back oftentimes is that we do not have big dreams. We are people of small stories. Dream big. Are we together on this? Okay. Now, let's get back to the context. Here you are. You are young, highly motivated. That's why you're here. You are that age, maybe entering university or at university, or maybe in secondary school. And I think also you are beginning to see things from a point of view of being a better professional. Being a better professional. And I think there is something to be said here about, okay, begin to think about what is holding you back. So you have all these things going for you. So what is holding you back? We already talked about this thing of not having big dreams, being a big thing that holds us back. So it's a bit like an anchor or a heavy weight on that is holding you back, and therefore you can't run or you can't walk quickly, etc. So I hope at the end of this talk we'll have gotten rid of it. And part of that is why we have this sort of, realistic stories that at times we think, oh, okay, in 10 years I have all these difficulties, I have all these failures. You try and be, quote unquote, very realistic about things. But you haven't factored in all the positive things that are going for you. You understand what I'm saying? It's very easy to think about difficulties and failures. But failures help you. Difficulties, you can overcome them. in various ways. There are other positive things that are supporting you. How many of you would have thought that we'd have this class, this session, a year ago, and somebody told you, listen, we're going to be talking to the governor of the Central Bank of Kenya. How many of you would have said, oh yeah, I know that is in my state. Anybody? But it has happened, right? So my point is there are many positive things that are working for you. And they are helping you, they'll help you move faster. Now let's go through this, okay? I want to begin something else which I maybe have spoken in passing. But one of the things you need to appreciate better is you are at a unique time in your life. And I was telling this to Father Bernard and others. This is a very unique time in your life. Yeah. A time when you are already becoming young adults. And it's a time for intellectual, moral, and emotional growth. It's a time for growth. Obviously, at times we just think about growth of the body. Yeah. You become bigger, you become yourself. Some of you obsess about the way you look. We shouldn't obsess about all this. Obsessing is not a good thing. But anyway, so it's a time for growth. Not just, becoming bigger, faster, and all that. It's really a time for intellectual, moral, and emotional growth. That is really what distinguishes you as a young adult from the kids that are much younger, the kids at home, etc. So you need to understand that. So you will have a lot of opportunities for growth. And this is the time you begin to understand what you're good at as you are growing. So it's a time for self-discovery. You understand? So this is the only time you'll have for more self-discovery with regard to first your intellectual ability, your moral ability or morality, and then emotions. I want to take some of this in separately. So first about your professional and intellectual growth. I don't mean that I want every one of you to be PhDs or university professors. I'm sure there will be university professors in this room. I'm sure we have people who do great wonders, new discoveries. Think of the following. How many people know about what the Indians did yesterday? Was it yesterday? That they landed something on the